It's nice to start second semester off with some celebrations. We're celebrating an outstanding marching band and many high-achieving PSD schools. I would say as a district, the amount of awards flowing to PSD schools has been phenomenal. And as a district, we get to share the pride with each other and with each other's schools, but the real work happens with the families and the teachers and the staff in each building, each school. So congratulations to all of the programs and schools that we're going to celebrate tonight. Madeline.
Good evening, Superintendent Smizer, directors of the board, members of cabinet, and everyone gathered here. I think by the size of the audience, as Dr. Smizer said, what an amazing night and just a tremendous amount of awards. So we are going to start by recognizing our 5A marching band champions from Fossil Ridge. If I could have Megan Munoz and Joey LeClaire come up at this moment, we'll let you talk about your group and brag on them. And then if I could, I'll have Director Donovan come down who will present the award to the group.
Good evening, I'm Megan Munoz.
I'm Joey LeClaire.
And these are a few members of our marching band. We have some section leaders here, and then also our principal, Julie Chaplin, and then a couple of our staff members here. We have quite a large amount of work that needs to be done and a lot of people that help us out. And we are incredibly proud of our students and what they were able to achieve this year, especially in a transition year. They worked diligently and hard and never quit. And what we were able to do at such a high achieving level, and what we've been trying to do for many years, I hear, is a wonderful thing and a great thing for our district and our school. So I do just want to thank first our students for everything you guys do and for what you do for our program. I also want to thank our admin. We could not do what we do without all the principals in our building and the secretaries and the bookkeeper and everything that they do to make sure that things run smoothly so that our kids can be successful. So thank you very much, Julie. I also do want to thank our staff. We have 12 members on our staff, and they do various things, and they spend a lot of time, and a lot of it's volunteer time. They don't get paid a lot, but they do it for the kids. So thank you to you guys for what you do, and thank you for being here this evening. Also just want to thank our feeder programs, both Mike Perez and Andrea Hollenbeck. They are the best feeder programs, and I am biased, yes, but they are the best feeder programs in our district. We couldn't do what we do without them as well. Want to thank our school board and our district for the support that they've shown us. I know several times I had to call and get help and clarification, always kind, always willing to help out. So thank you for your support. I also want to thank our parents. We have one of them here this evening, but what they do is immense, feeding our kids, making sure that we have people to check them in at hotels, making sure that we have people to check out uniforms, people to build our props, people to move equipment and load equipment. What they do is just tremendous, and it makes it so we're able to teach the kids. So thank you so much, parents, too. And I actually think that that's all we need to say, but just thank you so much. We're hoping for a great season next year as well. Can I have my section lead, or our head drum major, say just a really short thank you?
Yeah. I'm Jessie Griffith, the senior drum major for Fossil's 2018 State Marching Band. And this year was truly a dream to me. Having won the state title my senior year was truly amazing. And we had such a great group of band members and staff, as well as parent volunteers and fans. I am so honored to say that I attend Fossil Ridge and want to truly thank the school board for all of your support. Here's to our band director, Ms. Munoz, and our new co-band director, Mr. LeClaire, and for all of the rest of those involved in Fossil's marching band. I hope to see a repeat next year. Thank you all so much.
On behalf of the Board of Education, I want to congratulate the band and parents and the whole
Hold
Fossil
up,
Ridge
bad members, and we'll.
community, and you'll need to exit through this way. And I think it's remarkable that someone can march backwards in a curvilinear fashion while still playing a song. And so congratulations to all of you. We're really proud of you.
If all of you would like to come through and we'll shake your hands. So. Oh, and please also walk up to the podium and tell us your name if you're a student and which schools you attended in the district. That's a board tradition. So.
Well, I'm Jessie Griffith, and I started at Zach and then went to Kennard and Fossil.
Thank you for taking this on and doing a great job.
Hi, I'm Dawson Keeley. I started off at Bacon Elementary, then moved to Warner Elementary halfway through, then went to Preston Middle School, and here I am at Fossil Ridge.
Hi, I'm Kenny Hotra. I went to Timoth Elementary School, then I went to Preston, and finally I am here at Fossil.
I'm Kaylee Diaz. I started out at Trout Elementary and then went to Kennard and now at Fossil.
Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Sophia Marshall. I started at Liberty Common Elementary School, and then I transferred in 7th grade to Kennard Middle School. I'm at Fossil.
Hi, I'm Josh Hansen. I started at Cruz Elementary, and then I went to Preston, and now I'm at Fossil Ridge.
Great work.
It might be, and it might not be part of protocol, but I just, speaking to the quality of the music programs here in the district, I am now an elementary music teacher in the district, but I was a student at Laurel, Lesher, Preston, and then to Fossil, and this is now my 5th year teaching music in Colorado, and anyway, we have amazing stuff here. Thank you guys for all of your support.
That's cool. You bet.
Hi, I'm Everett Triac, and I'm an alumni from Preston Middle School and Fossil Ridge High School.
Another staff member here, Garrett Shryock, Everett's older brother. But I went to Fossil Ridge High School and an alumni, so it's super cool to be back and helping out with everything.
Yeah. All right, next we are going to invite Assistant Superintendent Scott Nielsen and Todd Lambert to speak to all of the schools that received awards this year from the Colorado Department of Education.
Good evening, Board of Education. This is always a great night. One of those nights that we get to celebrate the successes we're having across the district, and tonight is another example of that. And so we're excited to be here talking about a great performance by many of our schools this year. I'd start tonight with the schools that received the John IRWIN Award. And you recall, we talk about this every year. That's our schools that have performed on their school performance framework over 3 years in the excellence academically. And so the achievement of these schools is exceptionally high when they're compared to their peers across the state. So with that, I'd like to bring them up one at a time, and I'd love to celebrate each of our principals as we recognize their leadership of a wonderful staff at each of these schools. I'll start with Bacon Elementary and Principal Joe Horkey. Bennett Elementary, Principal Amy Smythe. Bethke Elementary, Principal Ann Alfonso. Dunn Elementary, Principal Deb Ellis. Fossil Ridge High School, Principal Dr. Julie Chaplin. Kennard Core Knowledge Middle School, Principal Jesse Morrill. Cruz Elementary, Principal Kirk Samples. Liberty Common Elementary School, Principal Casey Churchill. Liberty Common High School, Principal Torgan Lovely. Livermore Elementary, Principal Tom Shackett. McGraw Elementary, Principal Amy Smith. PSD Global Academy, Principal Cheryl Fennelson. Tavelli Elementary, Principal Christine Hendricks. Trout Core Knowledge Elementary School, Principal Alyssa McCatherine. Sorry, Dr. Alyssa McCatherine. Werner Elementary, Principal Hayden Camp. And Zach Elementary School, tonight represented by Assistant Principal John Berg. Let's give another big round for 16 exceptionally performing schools across PSD.
On behalf of the board, I'd like to congratulate all of our John IRWIN Award winners. This is a very large and distinguished group from some of our very smallest schools to some of our very biggest schools. And I think it shows that no matter where you go across the district, that we are doing great things in PSD. And thank you all for everything. Congratulations.
Something must be going right in this district, huh?
All right, our next award, our next celebration is for high school academic growth. And this is represents schools, high schools that achieve the highest level of academic growth in the areas of reading, writing, and math. And this year, PSD welcomes Liberty Common High School, and once again, Principal Torgan Lovely. Congratulations, Torgan, and Liberty High School. you don't make me nervous.
Love PSD.
No, few words. I really want to congratulate Liberty Common and also just say thank you for the performance of one of our charter school family members. So congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Scott. I'm going to take this over for him for the next two major announcements. We're not quite done celebrating yet. You see behind me on the screen, the state also recognizes schools that show strong improvement, strong growth. You're well aware of the growth model and the work we do with that. You can see behind me, these are schools that win the Governor's Distinguished Improvement Award. They exceed expectations related to longitudinal growth, and you can read behind me as well, they meet or exceed expectations when it comes to our academic growth gaps. These are places that get kids from point A to point B. They do the hard work every single day. Not that all of them don't. They all do. All of our schools work very hard. But to get to these levels and get these levels of improvement shows you good things are going on in these buildings. We have 4 schools in Poudre School District I'm going to call up here. Actually call the principals up here to receive their awards. The first winner of the Improvement Award goes to Harris Bilingual Elementary School. We have Dr. Norma Huerta-Kelly here joining us. The second winner, it's got the same principal for both of these schools. We're going to call Tom Shackett up here to recognize Livermore Elementary and Red Feather Lakes Elementary, both for their work on improvement and improving those growth scores. Great job. And finally, our 4th school, also a repeat winner, also a winner of a John Irwin Award. That should tell you something. A winner of an Irwin Award and wins the Improvement Award. Trout Core Knowledge Elementary, Dr. Alyssa McCatherine. Come on back up here. I'm going to turn it over to Kathy Kipp just to say a few words for these schools, and we'll be back for another award.
You know, it just says huge things about the Poudre School District when we have so many excellent schools throughout our district. So thank you to all the principals and all of the teachers and all of our classified employees and everybody who contributes to doing great things for our kids every day. Thank you.
Okay. All right, we're not quite done. We have one more. Last year I got to stand up here and recognize one of our elementaries, Putnam Elementary, for winning what they call the Colorado Center of Excellence Award. And I got to tell you, last year when we did this, I was just a big mush bucket for these guys. They work so hard. I'm not ashamed to admit that. That's why I'm elementary. Scott's secondary. I do elementary. I don't care. It doesn't really matter. But, you know, we were pretty emotional about the journey because it was due to hard work. There was no substitutes for it. There were no excuses. They just did the hard work. And they were one last year of 16 schools in the state, I believe 16 schools in the state to win that award. It was a monumental achievement. And I don't know if you remember when Steve was here with the team, and for those of you that were at that meeting, it was a pretty special night. And the cool thing that I really liked about it was that fellow principals were in the audience, and they were just as happy. And you can see some of them here to celebrate with their partner tonight. Here's the great news. Putnam is a back-to-back winner of the Center for Excellence Award, Center of Excellence Award. Let me put this up on the screen just so you can see what these schools do. To be eligible for this award, you have to have 75%, at least 75% of your students at risk. Let that sink in for a minute. You have the highest rates of growth. You have super great results on the longitudinal academic growth part of the school performance framework. You do all the right things by kids. You take them from point A to point B in ways that many others could never do. And so to win this award 2 years in a row, Putnam is only one of 15 schools in the state to win this award this year in 2018. I know their principal is here. I know their assistant principal is here. He's dressed nicely. Looks really good tonight, too, by the way. I wanted to let him know that. Came over and said, Eric, you look great. But there's a whole bunch of happy faces here and a whole bunch of happy people. But one thing I didn't push on last year because it was a team award, and it was the teams that were put together in that school, I don't want to underestimate that leadership matters. Would you agree? Yeah. All right, so leadership matters. And so last year we didn't really pull that point out and recognize Steve. He hates that stuff. He doesn't like to be recognized up in front of people that much. He's a humble servant is what he is. And so I just want to make sure tonight that we don't let a second year go and let him get by with that. Steve, congratulations on great work. You and Eric make an awesome team, but it's all about the work of the people that are standing here. So I'm going to invite Steve and Eric up, and I'm going to invite the whole daggone staff that wants to come up here and stand behind this podium for some kind words and to accept this award. All right, I'm over there congratulating people. I need to keep this running. Board member Kristen Draper is up here to say a few words about Putnam Elementary and this award. Kristen?
Thank you. So, Steve, there you are. Yes. And I mean, look at this teamwork here going on. I mean, the whole team is here to celebrate 2 years in a row. That's incredible. 2 years in a row to be selected out of all of the schools in Colorado. That you're one of 15 to do that. Congratulations. It's truly amazing. Be very, very proud of yourselves. Good job. So, thank you.
Thanks again.